Welcome back to 3D Skill Up. Mastering 3D software isn't just about knowing where the buttons are, it's about building muscle memory so the interface disappears and you can focus purely on your art. In this tutorial, we are moving beyond simple selection to tackle the core operations that will drive 90% of your daily workflow in Blender. We won't just look at how to move things around, but why certain methods are preferred in a professional studio environment. Let's dive in. Section 1. Managing your scene, creation and deletion. Before we manipulate objects, you need to know how to bring them into your world and how to get rid of them. Adding objects. Press Shift+A to open the Add menu. Whenever you spawn a new mesh, Blender doesn't just guess where to put it. It places the object exactly where your 3D cursor is located. Think of the 3D cursor as your spatial anchor. You can reposition it anywhere in your viewport by holding Shift and right-clicking. Deleting and undoing. To remove a selected asset, simply press X or the Delete key. Make a destructive mistake. Ctrl-Z will step back in time. To push your history forward again, use Ctrl-Shift-Z. Section 2. The Holy Trinity of Transforms. Grab, rotate, scale. While Blender offers visual gizmos for moving things around in the toolbar, relying on them will severely bottleneck your speed. As a professional, you want to keep your cursor in the action, which means relying on hotkeys. Move. Press G to grab your asset. Rotate. Press R to rotate. Pro tip. Tap R twice to activate trackball rotation, allowing free-form tumbling across all axes simultaneously. Scale. Press S to resize your mesh. If you initiate any of these actions and change your mind, hit Escape or right-click to cancel it instantly. Section 3. Precision and constraint. Freehand movement is rarely useful in precision modeling. You have to learn how to constrain your transformations. After pressing G, R, or S, tap X, Y, or Z to lock the operation entirely to that axis. The middle mouse shortcut. For a faster approach, initiate your transform, start moving your mouse in the general direction you want, and click the middle mouse button. Blender automatically snaps the movement to the most logical axis. Want to scale a pillar to make it thicker without changing its height? Press S, then hold Shift+Z. This locks the Z axis, forcing the object to scale only outward along the X and Y planes. While rotating, hold Ctrl to snap in clean 5-degree increments. Better yet, let the math do the work. Press R, then Z, type 45, and hit Enter for a flawless 45-degree turn. Also, immediately after performing any action, look at the bottom left corner. This is the operator panel. It is incredibly powerful, allowing you to retroactively fine-tune your last action, like changing rotation from global to local or typing in a specific decimal. Section 4. The Properties panel, Scale versus Dimensions. Press N to open the side toolbar and locate your transform data. Here you see your exact location, rotation, scale, and dimensions. Beginners often confuse dimensions and scale. Here is the critical distinction. Dimensions represent the absolute real-world physical size of the object. Scale is a multiplier based on the object's original fundamental size. When you add a new mesh, its scale is always 1.0. If you press S and double its size, the dimensions update, but the scale now reads 2.0. Understanding this is vital. Leaving scale unapplied will cause disastrous errors later when you start using modifiers, bevels, or complex shaders. Section 5. Resetting your object. If your asset is completely out of position, do not try to manually drag it back to the center. You can cleanly wipe its transform data back to default. Alt-G clears location, sending it to the world center. Alt-R clears rotation. Alt-S clears scale, resetting it to 1.0. Section 6. Proportional editing. When you need to adjust multiple objects organically, standard transforms feel too rigid. Press O to activate proportional editing. Transforming an object now creates a magnetic field of influence, shown by a circular boundary. Unselected objects inside this circle get dragged along. Scroll your mouse wheel to change the radius. Change the fall-off profile via the top menu. A smooth profile pulls objects gradually, while random scatters them, perfect for generating chaotic debris. Section 7. Viewport decluttering. As your scene grows, it gets hard to see what you're doing. Manage your visibility efficiently. Select an item and press H to hide it. Select an item and press Shift plus H to hide everything else. Press Alt-H to unhide everything in the scene. Developing a fast, hotkey-driven workflow takes patience, but these foundational habits will pay massive dividends as we move into more advanced modeling chapters. If you found this technical breakdown helpful, hit that subscribe button to keep up with this series, and be sure to visit 3dskillup.art for more in-depth resources, professional assets, and premium courses. I'll see you in the next one.